Hello, good morning. Let's start this day off with a nice cup of coffee. Let's go to Chef Al's kitchen and we'll have some coffee. Hello, good morning. This is Chef Al's kitchen. Okay, the first thing we're going to start today is we're going to do a citrus glazed salmon, blackened salmon. And also, we're going to start this day off with my coffee that I have every morning. I have 2 cups every single morning, and it's an interesting coffee, and I'd like you to try it and see what you think about it. You might think that it's a little odd, but I'm a little odd, so it doesn't matter. So this is what we're going to do. I have my coffee back here. I'm going to pour my coffee in here. Fresh coffee in the morning. You can't beat that. Did you hear it pour? Yeah. That's just enough right there. And then what I do is I have some somewhere. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Okay, I've got some grass-fed butter that I put in my coffee. And you're probably going to think grass-fed butter and coffee. Nah, I ain't doing that. Well, this is a healthy option, and you might not think, but I want you to see the difference. Grass-fed, not. I wonder what's in that. This I don't. Okay? All right. So we're gonna take about a tablespoon of that butter, and we're gonna stick that right in the coffee. So we got that in the coffee. And then what I'm going to do here is put this in my Ninja, pour it real quick in there so you don't spill it. Then I'm going to put the top on top. Then we're going to blend it. So I'm going to make a little noise here, which sometimes isn't so good in the morning. Okay, so we're going to try this in the blender. Okay, here we're going to turn it on. Here comes the blender. That's all you gotta do. Just whip it up, and it's almost like it's really like a latte. You wouldn't think that it would taste like this, but I think you're gonna enjoy it. And then I'm gonna pour that in there. Oh, listen to that. I mean, you can't beat that. Set this off the side, and then what I do is I take a little cinnamon, sprinkle on top. Take a spoon, and I'm going to swirl this because that's what makes it fancy. There, I swirled it, and we're going to put this in the sink. Now I'm going to let you look at this. I'm going to walk around here, let you see this. Okay, I want you to see the top of this. Whoop, where is it? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Yeah. I told you I wasn't tech savvy. Oh, okay. Here we go. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is here, I'm going to have a sip of this, and you should try it. It's no sugar, so it's good and healthy for you. Okay, now we've got the coffee there, so I'm getting hyped up now. All right, what's the next thing we do? Oh, the signature move. Maybe the double move today, and the triple, and the quadruple. Wasting time again. Okay, all right, so then, and guess the other move is, signature move. Smell that basil, that'll wake you up in the morning. Next week, I'm gonna try a recipe with some basil, some fresh basil in it. Okay, so let's get to the recipe. Okay, I've had my coffee, my cinnamon is there. We're good to go. I think I'll take another sip and waste more of your time. Okay, our dish today is going to be like I told you before, it's a citrus glazed blackened salmon. Now, I get these, as you see in front of me, It's going to be served with rice pilaf and dill tomatoes, and then the orange glaze on top. Okay, what I've got here is, as you can see, I've got celery, onions, and beautiful orange carrots. Okay, this in French is called mise en place, which means in place. Would you like me to speak some French? Okay. Parlez-vous français? Je parle pas de français. No, je ne suis pas pour le français. Vous êtes canard? No. There's a little bit of French for you. Okay? I remember those actually from my high school days. That's all the French I can speak. Oh well. Okay, so here we go. So we've got the mise en place, and this is also called in French mirepoix. Onions, carrots, and celery. That's what you call a mirepoix. If you learned anything today, you learned that. Okay, and also I've pre-done a blackened seasoning. This blackened seasoning is, I love blackening. You know, it's not too spicy, it's just right. Okay, so this seasoning I mixed up myself. It's my own recipe, and I actually worked with a famous New Orleans chef about 30 years ago or something like that. You know, his picture was on Bon Appetit. So does that make me famous? Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, so we're going to start this recipe, and you've got the blackening, and what you do is you're going to dredge your salmon, which I've already done, in this blackening seasoning, and then I put it in the air fryer, and it's at 320 degrees for 13 minutes. And if it's not done enough, you can just check the temperature. But a lot of times, what I do this with steaks also. I don't know if you know this, but if you take your finger and you touch there, that's rare. You touch here, that's medium rare. Touch up a little higher, that's medium. And then medium well is up here where it's real tight to the firm. I can basically touch a steak and tell you pretty much 99.9% of the time how it's done. Same with fish. And you don't want to overcook fish, because fish gets dry if it's overcooked. Or I've pre-done everything for this recipe, so it'll move things along a little faster. Because you know, sometimes I have a tendency to, well, bore people? I don't know, maybe not. But I know what I was going to show you guys before I start this recipe, because it's pretty much all done. And I'll post all the recipe on the line on the website, so you can see how to make it. That'd be a good thing, huh? Not just throw you out there, you know. Okay, so I got this knife case from Spain, you know, and I love this thing. I mean, if you're a traveling chef or you're not traveling, you know, it's a good place to keep your knife safe, away from kids, away from everybody except yourself. And besides that, if you have your knives on you, people don't steal them, you know, and you keep them sharp. So this knife case I bought in Spain. It's handmade, and I think you should get one. The price was really reasonable for what it's here. It opens up like this, and I have all my knives in here. You see that? Tools of the trade. So keep there, and it's got a little zipper pocket here on the side. You can store stuff, also store kitchen shears, whatever you want. And then I just roll it up and go for the gusto when you're ready to work. I'll set this off the side over here. This is my twin brother, Chef Al. See his name right there? Al. Yeah, don't forget that name. Okay, all right, here we go. So I've got my sauce made, my orange glaze is already made, the salmon is done, and I'm gonna turn this. All right. Okay, so now we're gonna put this recipe together. I've already pre-cooked the rice, and I've done the rice pilaf, and you know, in the recipe it says, you know, I use salt and pepper in this. I didn't have any chicken bouillon, but in the restaurant industry, you always got chicken base or beef base or ham base that you can buy. And you can buy that also in the store too. You can put a little chicken base in it, but watch it, it's salty, so you have to watch how much you put in there to flavor the rice. And so, and this is, I just use salt and pepper, which is, you know, back to the basics. Two of my favorite spices, and everybody's favorite spice, salt and pepper. It's easy. Okay, so I've got my salmon in there, and I've got my bowl here for presentation purposes. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I forgot to introduce you. We'll edit that out. Okay, all right, so I've got everything working here, and then my air fryer. This salmon was done in my air fryer, and I love air fryers. If you're gonna, if you don't have one, you should get one, because they're just great to work with. You know, it's like, put it in there, forget about it, basically, you know. So I've got my salmon here, and my rice is cooking there, and we're going to show you. I'm going to have another sip of coffee while I'm waiting for that, and it's pretty much done. See, I just put this in a coffee cup, or you can put it in any kind of cup. Just don't mix it up with your coffee, because they look the same. Oh, that coffee's good. Okay, so I'm going to take this rice here, and I'm going to slam it down like that. Now you see that? Look at that. It stands right up there. I packed that in there good. This is just for presentation for the salmon. Now I'm going to take my salmon, and I'm going to put that right on top, and you can slide it over a little bit like that. Okay, and I'll show you this. See, this is moving along pretty good. And I already pre-sliced my tomatoes. So my tomatoes are there, and these are just served cold. And then I put a little salt and pepper on them. I keep going back and forth. That's what I do. A little salt and pepper. And then we're going to put some dill on these tomatoes too. Okay. Here's the dill. It says dill weed, and there be dill weed. I'm going to put some dill on these. You know, I used to make this sauce with dill weed, a tomato sauce, and it is just exquisite on top of salmon. And I've loved dill ever since. So now I've got my salmon up there, and we're gonna and I'll show you this if you can see it. Maybe I'll bring it to you. Okay, there's the salmon. How's that? Is that a little better? Yeah, okay. And then I'll garnish the plate for you. This rice usually takes about 20 minutes. The tomatoes took 2 seconds. Okay, so I got the salmon there, and we've got the glaze, the orange glaze that I made, and all the recipes. I'm going to put that on top. There we go, and I'm going to put some in this in the dish itself, around the edges, so you can scoop your rice up in that. That is really good. And there's your glaze. Making sure that looks good. Okay. There's the salmon, and then I have a fresh lemon that I've garnished up with paprika on top. We'll take that, and we're going to put that right on top. And then always some fresh parsley or parsley on top will help that go. But I really like to try this recipe. And then if this sauce, now you can use this sauce on pork, chicken, or anything. Same with the Cajun seasoning. You get a skillet and get that skillet nice and hot and put that on there and you sear that. It sears the outside. And if you like Cajun, you're gonna like it. And I put some fresh parsley on top and around the plate. Okay, I'm going to show you this now. There you go. There we go. Orange citrus blackened salmon. And that's my recipe for today. And if you go to the channel, you'll see all the instructions on how to make the rice, the salmon, the tomatoes, and the sauce. It'll all be right there for you. Thank you very much, and remember the signature move, the double move this time. And have a great day, and watch my next video, which I'm thinking about doing a fresh, show you how to make a fresh hollandaise, and we'll probably do a Benedict, an eggs Benedict. Now who doesn't love eggs Benedict? All right, have a great day. Thank you.